Ladies and gems, thank you for joining me. I am Mo, and we are going to be playing roughly 1 hour of Beyond Two Souls. If you haven't seen the previous parts to this video series, I'd recommend going to check those out first. But now that we've kind of caught up, I want you to relax, sit back, and get comfortable. As I hold your hand through this experience, welcome to Beyond Two Souls. Okay, just one quick aside. I'm just going to turn the volume up on my headset. I apologize if you're seeing a blue screen. Everything is still fine. And now, oh shit, I just realized I'm probably on 20 by now. I should not pay attention to, I should just do what I'm doing. And at the end, I'll see the death count. But it won't really be a death count, it'll be more of an count. But oh, that's 21. Let's resume the game. Obviously, we're going to look around and see if there's anything else we can do before we go back into Jodie's body. I had to think about what her name was for a second, because obviously we've only played this one other time yesterday. Oh, okay, so we can't go that way. What habits do you think you have, like, that you could kind of maybe, fuck. As I'm trying to be very, and again, I did it again. I can't stop doing it. I can't stop doing it. I will stop doing it though eventually. What happens when we do this?
Attention all passengers. We have an unexpected stop. Please remain seated and do not leave the train. I repeat, unexpected stop. Do not leave the train.
Right, okay, so we are, I guess, playing as Aiden. Sims Gaming Time! Oh, it's good to see you, bro. Don't worry. Oh, I just did it before even reading your sentence. I just did the thing that we're trying to avoid. Wow, 21. Okay, I'm getting sweaty now. 22. Don't worry about it. Everyone does it. I know how annoying it is for you when you're editing too, to edit out exactly that. Yeah, so 23 now. Mr. Dragon keeping count. Thank you, Stoofy, for the sip of green tea. Maybe that will calm me down because I put myself on the spot today, I think. Thank you, Stoofy. Right, so let's continue. I don't think we can do anything to the police. Right, so we can't go back into Ellen Page's
Evening. Routine check. Can I see your IDs, please?
Aiden, look, I told you that...
ID?
Aiden. I'm gonna have to get used to the way she says Aiden, because when I read that, I read Aiden.
Ma'am, return to your seat, please. Shit! That's her! That's her! Freeze! Police! Hey, what's going on? Hey, watch out!
Oh no.
Everyone down! Police!
Keep running, kid.
Hey, you crazy?
Quick, Aiden! Blast the window!
Oh. Oh, shit. Go on. Right in the face. Oh, there's more.
We need backup! She's getting away!
Okay, so it looks like we're moving around again. Stoofy says this is filmed by WWE cameramen. Yeah, because usually with the WWE cameramen, they seem to get really involved in the action and they start jumping up and down themselves. They start moving the camera left and right, and it's very dramatic for no apparent reason. And as I'm saying that, a dramatic entrance by Green Chili Boy. How's it going? How are you doing? It is good to see you. What did I miss? Did I miss anything about in the chat? No. Okay, I got my green tea from Stoofy. And right now we are in the middle of the forest as we continue moving.
Yeah, I know. We gotta get out of here before they come back.
So she can communicate with Aiden. Some of the movements are very subtle, so like that, I would have had to hit up on the right stick very quickly. Oh no, clothesline by a tree. That's terrible. See, in some cases you don't know whether to jump or to duck or to go left or right. She's gonna have major concussions by the time we reach the foot of this hill. Turning kick to the side of the dog. Oh, front kick. Shit, roll it over. So the dog sensed the presence of Aiden.
See anything yet? We need more light over here. I can't see a damn thing. You see anything? Nothing but rock. Man, she'd never be able to make it up there. Shit! You must have missed them. Travis, bring back those goddamn dogs!
So as long as we remain undetected for the moment, I think we're okay.
Go for it, Aiden. A motorbike. Just what I need.
So this is new. Aiden has the ability to possess other humans.
Jesus, Mike! What the fuck? Are you crazy? Put the fucking gun down now! Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Alright, Mike! That's enough! You out of your fucking mind? Jesus Christ! Positions.
No choice. We're going straight through. Are you ready, Aiden? Let's go. I need you now!
Tango. We missed her. I repeat, we missed her. She's headed for Bakertown.
care of them, Aiden.
Right, okay, so we're gonna have to fuck some shit up, I think is the scientific term.
They want to kill me, Aiden. You gotta stop them.
Whoa.
We need an ambulance! Not gonna get me!
They're everywhere. Help me, Aiden. Fucking help me.
What the hell is going on? We need to do something! Not gonna get me. What the fuck are we supposed to do? What are you doing? Hold your position! She's choking! Christ, he's choking! Get her! We need backup!
Aiden, they're coming. Keep them off me. The door! Aiden, I can't get in. Open the door. They're getting closer. You gotta help me. They're gonna get me. Come on, Aiden, help me.
Go, go, go!
They're gonna get in. Stop them. Do something, Aiden.
The helicopter.
They're gonna come in any second. Help me, for God's sakes.
Kill them! Fatality.
Tell them to leave me the fuck alone. Because next time, I'll kill everyone. Come on, Aiden. I think they get the message.
Well, that was very fun to play. I've got some goosebumps on my right forearm and a new bronze trophy that says "Catch me if you can." Let's see how we did in comparison to the percentage of other players that kind of took the same path. So 81% of players, along with ourselves, we evaded arrest on the train. Okay, so there is another branching story where you get caught. 76% of people escaped in the forest, as did we. We were in the majority of 98% that wreaked havoc in the town. We were in the minority that reached the train roof window. So only 33% of people reached the train roof window, and 91% of people escaped with the motorbike. So obviously, there's a lot of branching paths. Obviously, as I mentioned, if you play this in your own time, it could be a completely different story. Let me just check the chat very quickly before we continue. Stoofy redeeming some green tea. Was that once? Okay, it says 1 second ago, so that's very recently. Thank you, Stoofy, for the green tea. How do you say thanks in Finnish? Because I know hello, and you've taught me that. How do I say thanks in Finnish? Thanks in English, though. Kiitos. Am I pronouncing that right? Because if it is, that's very easy for me to remember. That's very similar to the kind of food that I eat. What else did I miss? Green chili with the sip of green tea. That's some good shit. What's good, Mo? Chili, I am good. I'm good. I'm very much enjoying this game. I think it's different from what we've been playing. Although it is very story driven, I like that there's smaller chunks to play through. It gives me a kind of a break to talk to everyone and get everyone's thoughts. It gives me a chance to look at the amount of times I've said which is now at 31. That one doesn't count. 32 doesn't count. Kiitos. And since we're taking a break, we might as well take a break to give Stoofy his first ever Chinese proverb. So what we've been doing is we've been doing these channel point redemptions, which are Chinese proverbs. So they're all from... What we're going to do is we're going to pause the clock. So we have 35 minutes on the clock. Paused. So what we've been doing is we've been doing Chinese proverbs as a channel point redemption. You can use your tea leaves, just as Stoofy's done. I think he's gone for number 2, if I read that correctly. Let me just check the chat. Yes, number 2. So number 2 is honor and friendship. Okay, so this is where I read you your personal Chinese proverb, and I'm marking these off too, guys. So I've had some cool ideas for what I can do with these. And I think once we get to a certain threshold, we're gonna. Don't worry, I'm collecting them. I'm writing them down. I'm making sure I know who's redeeming what. So let's head over to the right page and give Stoofy his quote about honor and friendship. Now we just need a writing device, and by writing device I mean the device that you use to write. You know, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. You can use it to mark things down. I believe it's called a pen in layman's terms. Should we have we need some kind of background music when we do this. What do you think? Should we have some kind of Chinese proverb background music? That would be pretty cool, right? At the moment we're just gonna hit some universal Hikaru Shida music while I type this out. Okay, so I'm gonna type it out before I say it out, because then it saves me a couple of seconds. Okay, so I've typed it out, and Stoofy's Chinese proverb is check your wicked and sift out your vicious people before they come to China. Okay, I have no idea what that means, but that is your Chinese proverb. Feel free to discuss it, but Stoofy, that is your Chinese proverb. Check your wicked and sift out your vicious people before they come to China. And considering the state of the world at the moment, I don't know I don't know where I should go with this quote. But this was by Lin, again, I'm going to butcher these names, so forgive me. Lin Zexu is what that is I think that's how you say her name. That's what she said to Queen Victoria in the Qing dynasty. This is why I type out so you guys can see what I'm reading. You can see right there. But that goes into Stoofy's pile of Chinese proverbs. So I've got some very cool ideas for what I'm going to do for everyone that's kind of collecting these Chinese proverbs. So stay tuned. And once we kind of hit a threshold, I'll kind of reveal what it is. But that is your proverb. Check your wicked and sift out your vicious people before they come to China. What does that mean? What does that mean? Usually I'll give some kind of explanation or my take on it, but I don't really have one. Check your wicked and sift out your vicious people before they come to China. I guess a similar quote that reminds me of is one by Jim Rohn. So Jim Rohn was a famous let me see if I can find the Jim Rohn quote. Right. So this is actually from Tony Robbins, who quotes his teacher Jim Rohn. And Tony Robbins says, "My teacher Jim Rohn taught me a simple principle. Every day stand guard at the door of your mind, and you alone decide what thoughts and beliefs you let into your life, for they will shape whether you feel rich or poor, cursed or blessed." So that's the kind of quote that I would relate it to. So, but this is more about kind of being in control of your mindset and being in control of what you let in and out. But in the same sense, this what's her name again? Forgotten her name. The Qing Dynasty, Lin Zexu. Maybe that's what she was kind of alluding to. Like, be careful of who you let in the same way as you kind of, be careful about what you let into your mind and out of your mind. In the same way, be careful of who you let in and who you let out. And now, for some of you that are my pro wrestling fans, I'm going to put this in NXT terms. So Triple H has cultivated the NXT roster, and he's been very careful about who he's let in and who he's let out. In the same way, Tony Khan has cultivated a roster where they don't really get everyone, but they make sure that who they have is not toxic. So they're very careful of who they let in and who they let out. And I'm very proud of the fact that I could translate this over into wrestling terms. And I'm gonna leave it at that. That's a win. That's a win for me. Put my phone to the side. Actually, we need the phone. We need to see the timer. We have said 38 times. Thank you, Mr. Dragon, for making this your life mission for tonight. Let's continue the game. So my imaginary friend is the name of the next scenario. That's not creepy at all.
Mommy!
Hey, honey, you can't spend the whole day looking out the window. Why don't you find something to do?
She didn't even suggest anything. She didn't give her a toy. She didn't change her mind. She didn't disrupt her pattern. She didn't do anything. She just said, "Yeah, find something else to do, kid," and that was it. And then she walks away. I don't know. I don't know about that parenting style. Speaking of parenting style, quick story time. So, I don't know if this is gonna get serious for a second or not. But I was outside in the garden doing my daily stuff, doing the old yard work, and the neighbor's daughter, who I think is maybe, I want to say around about 10, maybe a year or older or a year younger, was sitting obviously in their side of the garden, and then she was with her younger brother, that's I think maybe a 1-year-old baby that's been imitating my squats, by the way. I think I told the story already. But the kid asked me, well, it didn't ask me, the kid said that their cat died, right? So I'm there in the garden, and she just says, oh, my cat died today. And your normal response is, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, like, you know, you have your, you know, that's really sad kind of response. But then the question I have for you is, how do you guys address that situation? What would you say? What would you do? Because this is very new to me. Having to, I don't know. You know, I could just be like, oh, that's too bad. Like maybe we'll get, you know, that your parents will get you a new cat or something. Or just, I don't like bullshitting kids. I think that's what my moral dilemma is. So like, what's a good way to address that situation? Like, what would be a good way to kind of say the right thing without kind of patronizing kids? So yeah, that kind of had me thinking for a second. But I don't know why. This moment made me kind of think of that. But we're going to continue, and we're going to return to this moment as Jodie kind of stares out the window. And yeah, if you have any thoughts, leave some comments, leave something in the chat. If not, then let's keep playing the game. So the mother's just said, you know, find something else to do. It looks like it's Christmas morning. If anyone can remember the name, what was the name of this chapter? What was the name of this scenario? Because it's completely gone over my head. I'm sure it will come to me, but if it doesn't, I'll probably read the chat, and I'm sure someone remembers. So we have an option here to sit on the couch. Not much we can do. TV. Thank you, yes, My Invisible Friend, that's the name of this chapter. The cookie jar. So close, yet so far away. The music is perfect.
Can I have a cookie?
It's almost dinner time, sweetheart. You eat a cookie now, you won't eat your dinner.
See, I would have said, of course you can have a cookie, but first you have to have dinner. I don't know, I'm just noticing little subtleties. The little nuances, as they say in France. Nuance. That's not a French word, by the way, guys. I'm just talking. So she seems to be looking out the window again. It's very snowy. It looks very beautiful. She can always get Aiden to get it? Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can try use Aiden to... Whoa, look at you with the brain power. But I don't want to knock it over. Oh, okay, we can kind of take the lid off. I don't want to go insane and just kind of throw cookies all over the kitchen and break glass. Oh wow.
Judy, what are you doing?
Let's try again. Can we try again? No, I think that was it. That was our one attempt to get cookies from the cookie jar, and... Oh, we can go upstairs though. What's upstairs? That was purely by mistake. I pressed R1 a little too long, and now we appear to be in Jodie's room. Possibly, yeah, it looks like Jodie's room. There's some teddy bears, like a dollhouse, some of her toys. And this is cool. We can move through the house and see what else is, I guess, around. Nothing we can interact with really, but still it lets us see that we have no reflection, which is kind of sad. Who is this? I don't think we've met him, but we can tamper with his computer. Whoever he is quite a fan of baseball. We can also, yeah, he's got some kind of merch, or it might be a famous baseball mitt from a player. Looks like a vinyl player. And this is another room. This looks like her mother's dressing table. This is a unique version of MTV Cribs, isn't it? Like you get to be a soul or a spirit and kind of take Twitch viewers through someone's house. Very cool what you can do with technology. Let's go through here. Should we mess around with his computer? Oh, that's his trophy. So he was good at baseball, and then what I'm gathering, he just kind of gave up on his dreams, and he just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna buy like a really chunky monitor and just kind of just do this desk job and just forget about baseball because dreams. No, you're not losing your mind. That did move. You're not just working too hard. That did move. Let's move something else. Okay, so we can only move one thing to kind of get his attention for a moment. Let's go down. The best thing is you don't even have to take the stairs. Watch this. We are near a car. Some kind of a car. Right, okay. We're near a boiler. I like how the umbilical cord connects the two of them. It's very Death Stranding-y.
Damn radio, why does it keep doing that? Gotta get that fixed.
Just checking the chat very quickly, guys. Why does it never load when I want it to load? I just want to click and see what the last couple of messages were. Okay, there we go. That's why Mo calls me the man of 1,004 solutions. What is the solution? What did you solve this time, Jas? There should be an overlay counter for something. No, we don't rely on bells and whistles. We do everything manually. We're very organic here in my stream. We eat organic, we live organic, we stream organic. Okay, right. What's Mom saying? What did we do? Did we just give her like bowel issues, or I'm not sure. Let's see what else is on this floor. So we have the TV. See if we can hijack some Netflix. I don't know if Netflix was Netflix a thing back then? When did Netflix come into existence? I don't think it was around in 2013. What else can we do? The chair.
okay, sweetheart. It doesn't matter.
So it looks like we're playing as Aiden. Aiden again? I've never had it pronounced Aiden. I always thought it was Aiden. A-I-D-E-N. Is there anything? Can we go outside? We can go outside. Great. This is great. Get some fresh air for the soul. Literally. How far outside can we go? That's the question. Okay, so not too far. You have unlocked a new bonus. What is that? What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. I'm very curious now. So we found some kind of snow, or a point where we've unlocked some kind of... Oh, okay, we can't leave the house. We're under house arrest. Strict house arrest rules. As soon as we go over this fence, that's it. The alarm starts going off. So we've unlocked something secret, which is cool. We can't fuck with reindeers.
Come on, honey, I gotta get dinner ready.
She also looks very familiar. She looks like the lady from Westworld. I don't know if anyone watches Westworld, but in season 1, there's a woman who... I can't remember. She's one of the higher-ups in the park. I don't want to say too much in case people haven't seen season 1, or they plan to watch it. I don't want to talk spoilers.
Jody, honey, would you do me a favor? Could you get me a bottle of oil from the garage?
Sure, no problem.
Jody, where are you going?
Nowhere. I was just looking outside.
So the garage, we've seen that as Aiden, sorry. I have to say the game is very intuitive. There'll be certain things you could miss if you don't know you're supposed to be doing something, if that makes sense. If you're supposed to be that you're supposed to be putting in some kind of an input or a button touch or a right stick movement. Very, very dark and creepy. That thing in the corner is very creepy. Did we not turn the lights on? I'm sure we did. Let's go back. Okay, so we've hit an invisible wall. So this is a phenomenon that's very prevalent in gaming. Oh, no, we haven't. We're climbing the stairs very slowly. So let's go this way over here. Okay, that's about as far back as we can go. So let's just use Aiden. Who seems pretty powerless in this situation, to be honest. There's nothing we can really interact with, so I think we have to play as Jody. Whoa. That felt weird. The ambiance is the French term in the room, just kind of changed. It got very heavy. Is that a switch? Is that not a switch? That's some kind of a switch. Turn it on. No? Okay, I guess not. This seems to be about as far as we can go this way, but there isn't anything we can interact with, which is kind of strange. That's just a very weird place to put a mannequin head, and the lighting doesn't really help. Is it just me, or did that head kind of move closer forward? And why is there a red outline of some kind of a demon on the wall? Like, I don't know if that was there, or that's just the lighting, or I'm just seeing things. Let's send Homeboy to check it out. Aiden. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm here, honey. Are you okay? Oh, it's the light bulb, sweetheart. I've asked your father to change that 1,000,000 times.
I saw something there, Mommy.
Now, you must have just imagined it. There's nothing, look. You know, sometimes adults imagine things too. It's okay.
So it's immediately put us in the, I was gonna say in the shoes of Aiden, but I don't think Aiden has shoes. We are possessing Aiden. We are playing as Aiden. So I'm guessing there's something we can do with his abilities just now. Or maybe not.
Hey, sweetheart, why don't you go play out in the yard? I'll call you when dinner's ready.
Let's have a quick look around again. We kind of know what's upstairs. There's the bathroom. There is the room here with baseball fan turned desk jockey. We have the mother's dressing, what's it called? Dressing table. Sorry, I had a brain freeze. We have her room. I mean, there's nothing I think we can do, so let's go play in the yard. Let's go play outside. Let's get some fresh air. Hopefully everyone's getting some fresh air. Which way are we going? Are we going this way?
Honey, put your coat on. It's freezing out there.
Oh, this is well cute.
Jody, where are you going? The yard's the other way, honey.
Thank you for telling me, NPC. I don't you guys love some dialogues in games where they are very helpful, but like in reality, the mother would never tell the kid that the yard is the other way. Like they just somehow forgot. But thank you, NPC mom, for telling us where the yard is. Gonna make our way out there.
I'm going.
Okay, so we're outside now.
Great. Now I can be bored and freezing. But you don't care, do you, Aiden? You never get cold.
So even at this age, it appears that she's been with Aiden for a while. This is really, really well done in terms of like shadow and camera and just getting nerdy for a second. The cinematography. And even the sound design. So I don't know if you're watching with your headphones on or what the situation is over across the world. But the sound design is very good. The soundtrack's very good.
Come on, let's get it.
Hey, you can't get me!
I give up, okay? I surrender.
So there's other kids playing outside just across the fence.
Back there. I'm gonna make you pay for that. Hey, did you hear that? Came from the street. Come on, let's get him.
Are they bullying someone? This is not cool.
Ow, ow, that's cold.
Okay, so even our soul friend here can't seem to do anything about that. Unless maybe we get closer?
Come on, idiots! Attack me! Over there! Gotcha! Ow! I think I just found a way to have some fun. I'm gonna make you pay for that. Take that! Okay, I know we're not supposed to. Come on, we'll just play for 5 minutes and come back. Mom will never know. You can at least give me a hand, Aiden. Come on, idiots. Attack. Aiden, you're the best.
Shades of heavy rain.
Hey, Jody, you want to play with us? Come on, hurry up and hide then. You're gonna get creamed.
Ah, okay, so L1 is to aim. And R1 is to let it rip. Oh. Oh, close. Ah, he got. He got.
I give up. Hey, I surrender.
Whoa, she got too. That was really cool. That was the nicest nudge I've ever gotten from a video game. I don't know if you guys picked up on that.
Hey, you can't get me.
Normally the game will try to patronize you, but that was really sweet.
You're a dead little girl. I got you.
No, let go of me. No, stop.
Boy. Yeah, I didn't kill him, because obviously you can't kill the kid.
Did you see that? She nearly killed me. You saw what she did to me? She's a witch. A dirty, rotten witch.
What's going on here?
She's a witch. I'm telling you. Jody Holmes is a witch.
Come on, let's go. Come on. Get in the house.
What happened?
What were you doing in the street? You know you're not allowed to leave the yard.
Saw the other kids playing. I just wanted to have some fun.
What did you do to that boy?
Philip.
I didn't do anything. I didn't did it. He was trying to defend me. He thought...
I'm sick and tired of your stories. Jody, this time you're really gonna get it.
Not now.
Go to your room. Now!
Try to get some sleep, sweetheart. Everything will be better in the morning, okay? Night-night.
Mommy. I'm afraid of the monsters, Mommy. They're gonna get me.
Honey, you know monsters don't exist. But I'll leave the light on and the door open, okay? Get some sleep, sweetie.
So I'm moving around as Aiden again.
You've seen what you can do, right? Susan, that's no little girl. Susan, that's a monster.
Don't you dare talk about her like that!
The things that are happening around her, they're not normal. And they're getting stronger, for the love of God. Susan, what's to stop her from turning on us?
Oh, don't be ridiculous!
Susan, that thing is like an uncontrollable animal. We have no idea what it's capable of. Look, we have a demon living with us right under our own roof. Susan, this is gonna stop. And it's gonna stop now. Before we end up crazy or dead. We agreed to look after a little girl, Susan, but not this. Not this.
There's no reason to be scared, Aiden. We're going to sleep, and nothing is gonna happen. Monsters didn't exist. You were wrong, Mommy. You were wrong.
The bronze trophy for this chapter, I guess, is called Teammates. The chapter is My Imaginary Friend, and let's just have a look at the percentage of other players that made the same decisions we did. So 89% of players, including ourselves, we didn't eat a cookie. Wow, okay, so a lot of people didn't get that cookie. 31% of people got locked in the garage. Okay, so we're in the minority. There was a way to quickly get out of there. 27% of people did mischievous things. What did we do that was mischievous? What did we do? Did we go outside to play? I don't know. And then 82% of people missed the shoebox. Okay, so that leaves me kind of curious. But that was good. I enjoyed that chapter, and I think this is a good place to call it. So I want to thank you for giving me a bite-sized chunk of your day, wherever or whenever you're watching this on the YouTubes. And since you're on the YouTubes, know that I'm currently moving along the path towards 100 subscribers. So I ask, would you kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell on YouTube? And if you like what you saw, click me a thumbs up. I look forward to you joining me again.